Hi everyone, Catherine here from Inky Finger Cat, back with another scrapbook process video. This one I was using a couple of prompts from our Scrapbook Challenges UK Facebook group, one of which was to use coloured cardstock and grey. So my coloured cardstock clearly is my base, and then the grey I'm using is smoky slate, and I'm just doing a bit of very subtle stenciling with a floral kind of very Rennie Mackintosh type design. It's a Tim Holtz one. Now, the piece of pattern paper that I'm using is, you might recognise if you've watched any of my pattern paper use it up videos from the beginning of February. This is a piece of that Crafter's Companion paper, and I decided that I would actually cut along some of the shapes to give a kind of interesting look to the edge. I think it works in the end, and it also gives me the opportunity to do a little bit of fussy cutting and take a few of those leaf elements out. Now, the theme, again within the Scrapbook Challenges UK Facebook group, was botanical or spring. Well, I'm not sure I went with spring, but I definitely went botanical. There's definitely a lot of flora and fauna going on here, so I think that counts. So here I am just fussy cutting out those elements, and I've also pulled out 3 of these sort of like, they're kind of doilies, but they're actually like laser cut pieces. They're from a Stampin' Up kit years ago, and I just thought they really worked with the bits of the green. I've also going to pull in a little bit of green ribbon that again is a scrap that's just left on my desk from another project, and I thought, well, this is a good opportunity to use that up, so that's what I'm going to do. So after I fussy cut, I think it's 6 of the leaf elements out. Here's my scrap of the ribbon, and there is still another scrap to be able to create another tab if I want to. I then start thinking about the potential stickers that I want to do, but I think, well, the best thing to do now is start getting something stuck down. Now I've got a general idea. I've kept it really simple, this page, in terms of there's not huge amounts of layers or anything going on, but I do create a few layers underneath my photograph. At first I was going to use that peach, but then I decided no, I'd just use the same colour as the base, pulling out my pieces of scrap that are the sort of larger pieces that I've cut into. So I'm going to layer it up with the craft, the pinky colour, and then the craft again. And slightly offset the pieces of cardstock, so it's not straight. It is going to be slightly wonky, but I'm going to trim them down so that I can then fit a 3rd layer on, because I think it just needs another base to just separate the photograph from the background a little bit more. Now, the photograph's quite an old photograph. I haven't actually found out the year yet. I'm going to have to go and research that. But this is a Father's Day picture of my daughter, my husband, and his father. We had quite a complex relationship with Vin's dad, and he was not always the easiest person to spend time with. When he was in a good mood, great, but sometimes he wasn't. But on this particular day, I managed to capture this lovely picture of the 3 of them. Actually, I mean, to be fair, he was always very happy when he was with Maya. That's true. He was always happy with Maya. But yeah, I managed to capture this picture of the 3 of them, all looking cheerful, actually looking in the opposite direction from the camera, so it feels like a much more candid photograph, and I really like that. Now, I am pulling in all these stickers that are from a previous page kit. Apologies when you see me sort of poking in, and you'll see that I've not even brushed my hair at this point. Seriously, I'm in pyjamas and I've not had a wash or brushed my hair. I've just had my breakfast and started crafting. So yeah, I wasn't meant to appear on camera, so apologies for when I dip in and out of the screen. That you're going to see my messy hair that's desperately in need of a colour touch-up. Anyway, these stickers all come from a page kit that I got from Hey Little Magpie, designed by Sarah, and there's just loads of these stickers left still. I'm sort of doctoring a few of the stickers because some of those floral elements are kind of bigger than I need them to be, because I just need to tuck them underneath. And I really love how this came together. Some of the phrases worked perfectly, and from that I managed to get my title of Radiate Happiness. It's quite a small title, but it works. It works for the page. I am now going to go through, because another one of the things is to include a ticket. So I knew I'd have some 49th and Market tickets in this birdsong kit. So I'm just going through, again, pulling anything else in that I think is going to work with the theming, and just pull some of those other colours out. And I really like how my cluster around the photograph is sort of on a wonky angle with all of these bits and pieces sticking out from behind. I think it works really well. And it was nice to just pull in these bits like that half a frame that's been used or whatever, and start adding those in too. So over to the right hand side, I have added another one of those doily type die cuts, and I have added a sticker on, but I'm going to take that off because I want to put another ticket there and add another sticker to it. But I love having that sort of like bit hanging off. I quite often do a design where if I've got a vertical or a horizontal piece, that I'll pop that off centre, and then on the opposite side I'll end up with a little cluster to the right hand side or to the bottom or something along those lines. And now I'm just going to add in my journaling. I've left a space at the top because I know it was a Father's Day, but I can't remember what year. So I'm going to go and look up the date at some point soon. And then I've got enough space on that tab at the top left-hand of the photo to add in the date. And then I'm just adding a bit of journaling about the fact that I'd managed to capture this picture of the three of them looking happy, and how Ray actually was always happy when he was with his granddaughter. And that is my page done. I don't think, oh no, I do go and get some glitter glue. So this is like a clear glitter glue, so it just adds a little bit of shine, and I'm adding that to the heart sticker and then to the centre of all these little flowers, just to add a little bit of something. It's quite subtle, it's not something that's in your face, but it just adds that little bit of sparkliness when you look at it up close. So I hope you've enjoyed this. I certainly enjoyed putting this page together. It came together really quickly, considering I was just using a random piece of pattern paper and some bits and pieces off the desk and leftovers from other kits. Please subscribe to see future videos, plenty more coming up, and leave me a comment below as to whether you enjoyed the page. I'd love to hear from you. Till next time, thank you so much for watching. It's really appreciated. Bye bye.